Hello, everyone. Welcome to another session of MuleSoft application development. This is my 10th session on introduction and tutorial with Mule application development. This is the 10th session. During the last 9 sessions, I have covered quite a wide range of topics from deployment to the rudimentary development. In this session, I'm going to talk about integration with Salesforce, and also I will show you how to use a pattern called scatter and gather, which basically retrieve the information from Salesforce, and then we do transformation using data wave. Um, I have covered the data wave in my last session. This one I will cover a little bit more on that too. I believe I will end the tutorial session. This is the last one. I'm going to start a new series on more advanced topic, um, which involve more different patterns, aggregation, splitter, etc. A transformation, of course, transformation, and I will cover how you write your own transformer, etc. There's a lot of topic we can cover with Mule. So this one, the use case is that we need to retrieve two tables from Salesforce. So the two tables is one is called the cases, the other one is called opportunities. So this is a very popular use case. Say I want to retrieve cases, and also I want to retrieve opportunities. For example, here you can see that. In general, we can retrieve the information like a SQL. This session really is about how to use the pattern scatter and getter. Um, so I keep this Salesforce retrieval as simple as possible. But on the way, I can show you how to do advanced topic. Maybe I will cover later on. There's a lot of, for example, how do you migrate the data from one Salesforce instance to another one. That definitely I want to cover it later on. But for now, this one I want to keep this as simple as possible. So I just want to show you the development procedure, but don't worry, I'm going to recreate all of them from the scratch. It's look pretty involved, but was not that challenging. So the approach is that, as you can see, that I want to get the case first, which is in the SFDC Salesforce, like case, account, opportunity, store, etc. Um, the other one is opportunity. I create two flows so I know everything's working. After that, I'm going to create a private flow so I can use them as a reference in the Scott and the Geyser, right? And then there I will cover about transformations. Okay, so given that, let's start. So let's reset to. All right. So let's say window reset perspective. All right. If you haven't done so, this is I'm running this currently in the debug mode, as you can see that. So there is a debug, and this is running. So first of all, I will give you a demo how I run it. All right. So I create a flow which basically is like customer info. so I can retrieve all the informations. So as I said, it's in debug mode, so I can just send it, right? Let's say send. So now it's loading. Let's go here. Now is stop here, right? So we can go debug mode and step into this is the main, really the reference to the Scott and the gathering flow. If you go next, it will go enter this this private flow, and then go next. What happened is that if you look at this is the reference to this one. As you can see, I didn't name it properly. I will try when I do the real one. So, and then you can see that, but I will cover this more detail, but I'll show you what this, you see this is from a case, all right? So, and then you can do this. You see that it is execute this first and then execute this. It's like a parallel execution, and then execute the transform, and then execute another transform, and then I did a transformation using the default objects to string. So you can take, we can say the payload before the transformation. The payload is the wave handler. This is a very weird thing. The Mule, I believe, need to improve this. So because we cannot see the content, in order to see the content, you have to do this transformation. All right. So now we are done with this two parallel processing. We retrieved all the information for cases and opportunities, right? So if you look here, the payload, I want you to pay attention here as well. This is a release, all right? Copy on right a release. Inside there are two string. Actually, it's a JSON string. So let me see if I can enlarge this one. So this look better. So you can see that there's all the JSON data for cases. This one for cases, right? If you look here, right? And this one is for opportunities, right? So let's go back to here. Here's the transformation. If I, all right. So I will cover more detail, but for now I've just so how I did the transformation. This is I saw on the internet a lot of people have problem. So this is probably a good thing how you do transformation, right? So this is JSON. I want to use the cases, just in case if you want to change to some other thing name, you can change it. So this one refer the payload, the first the JSON string cases, right? So this is the second one. I know only in this case you can hard code it, really no problem, because for this case I only have two. Maybe sometime you have 3, 4 parallel processing. That's quite normal. You have 3, 4, but that's okay. You can refer this way. But let me know if you have better idea. So what happened now? Let's go ahead to execute. So this is done. If I look back, so this is come back, you see. So this is the scenario I want to create the scenario. Now let's create a new flow from scratch. So this might be a little bit long, but let's see if I can cover this. So from here, let's create a new Mule configuration file, right? So let's call parallel uh, parallel processing demo. All right. So let's see. As you, if you look my previous tutorial, I always do that so you can learn it from scratch. Um, there is one thing I have covered this: how to refactor, how to create a common um, configurations. So this is the one you might think about this. Uh, so let's do that. Let's look at this. Common. So I put out the common global configuration, like different connector for Salesforce, for example, ActiveMQ, etc. And then I create different configuration profiles. For this one, we're doing this here. All right, so let me stop this first. Stop the running process. Um, in the design mode now. All right, so as I said, first thing we would like to do in your real case, you will do the create a flow first to test your individual flow. Let's try that way. I hope it won't take too long. Let's go here. All right, so message flow. And so, I mean, you can type here, right? So if you say HTTP, for example, you type H here. First, for example, here is SFDC, let's say demo case. So this I want to read the case table. Another thing, maybe I like this way. So for example, case demo, because it has to be another, maybe actually let's do this way, demo case, because I have so many other same paths. Make sure we do not so do get, right, and we define the HTTP connector. This is in entry point, and then we add Salesforce using the Salesforce connector, and we can select basic one, which I have configured. If you're not familiarized, don't worry. I will cover in the later on those topic. Not in this session, later on, but you can reference to the other tutorial. There are a lot of on Mule document you can reference, right? So for example, this is just for query. So you do query here, and so you do when you get here, you see query builder. So I'm interested in the table. Okay, let me cancel this. Called case. There are a lot account or etc. But let's go to case here. As you can see that when I select all the columns, you can think about this as a table. So Mule Salesforce connector has covered a lot of details underneath. So when I get time, I will cover that more. But basically, you can think underneath is this soap services. Um, for the simple case, maybe I can select everything. But there's one thing I noticed that in my work that you need to remove. It's called this guy, failed to null. So this should be removed. We should not have this. I think there's another one called the reference. Whether it's this one or the anyway. So this should work. All right. So do that. We don't basically select everything. All right. So now before that, we need to do a transformer because otherwise we won't be able to see it. We won't transform it to JSON. So as you can see that here, this is a good thing about this is a data wave. It's pretty cool feature. You can see everything from input, say the list cases, right? And there's all the information here you can reference here, right? But I'm not going to show the too much about this data wave now because I have covered quite some in my last section. So I just want to get the payload, right? So actually this should work now. If I run it, so I create this flow. Let me run it. I just run in the normal mode. You can see that the previous was really doing the Maven build first and then do a deployment. Here we say, okay, it's deployed, right? So this FTC POC, okay? So as you can see, this is FTC demo case, right? So we can copy this if just, and then we run and see what happens. So here we can basically copy from here, right? So this is get FTC demo case, right? Let's run it. Oh, okay. So customer iterator stream. So apparently it cannot display the JSON. Let's see what happened. Okay. So if you are notice this, what happened? You can see here, right? Because I didn't tell it's JSON. I said Java. Okay. So, but anyway, this is just sometimes I always give you some hint when you see problem. You should be able to look back, see what happened. As a developer, always think about this and come back. I mean, you every day you will encounter challenges. So, but the thing is, looking into I mean, for me, I know what's going on, so I just come here. But if you do not, you can look the log, look at your flow. Basically, you can figure out most of those problems. Okay, so this time, if I run it, I think it should work. Let's try it. Okay, so what happened? Oh. Okay, so there's another problem. You can see that, I mean, I know this thing because I run this so many times, right? So the store number, this is a reference. Somehow, the SOAP service does not know this field called the store number R, right? Okay, so the fix is really very straightforward. There are many ways you can fix this problem, but the simplest way is I'm now interested in this et al, for example, right? You go to the here and look carefully for the store number dash dash r underscore underscore r. Let's see if we can find it. All right, so this one we already did. Okay, here we go. So that's store number. This guy caused problem, right? So now we just uncomment this. Okay, so do okay and do a save. Mule will build it. Once you save it, it'll deploy. All right, so now it's good. Now let's come back, see what happened. Let's do, okay, this look good. Let's send again. Okay, so this time looks good, right? Come back. But one thing, remember that I want to create a final JSON, something here like cases, right? So I can do, I want to reuse this, so that's why I want to add something here. So instead of that, I'm going to do like this, right? Cases. All right. So now do save again. So run again. All right. So this is what I want, right? Cases with all the cases here. All right. I believe total about 4 or 5. Let me see if I can quickly look the Salesforce. So I have a Salesforce somewhere. Cases. Okay, so maybe I need to go there. Okay, so I have a. Let me bring it back here. I have other two monitors, so. All right, so this is the cases I'm talking about, the table, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cases. Say our chat Lisa. This is all I create. Those are dummy data. So for example, this is a number they assigned 7432. Let's take a look at that. Here you can do a search, right? 7432. Yeah, here's the one. So this one, yeah. So origin in store, type is case. Let's see if I can find. Yeah, okay. So this is a subject called overchat Lisa. So you can see that this is a subject, right? So that means I successfully retrieved the information from Salesforce. In the same principle, we can create another one. Let's do it quickly. Say HTTP. So this one will be SFDC demo opportunity opportunities. All right. So this is only get. All right. Everything's look good. All right. So now we do Salesforce. Yeah, similar. This is a configuration, as I said in the common here. This is a basic configuration. We can take a brief look. So this is a username, the name, password. This is the authorization URL, security token. Those are pretty generic. Let me know if you need this basic information. Um, I definitely I can cover that in the later um, process, later videos. So let's, for now, I'm going to create this very quickly. Um, all right, so operation, this is very similar to what we did for the case, right? So this will be query. So we do build. Remember, this time we're interested in opportunities. So let's look, oh, you can type here, uh, opportunity, right? So this is a table I'm interested. So I'm interested in everything. I believe there's the same issue. You have to remove it. There is called failed to null. This one should be removed. Let me see. I don't remember. There is the reference to the map that caused problem too. But anyway, so I mean, in the real application, you're not interested in everything. In this case, I'm just simple. I get everything. In the real application, you're only interested in few attributes, right? So of course we need to transform as well because I'm interested in JSON. Let's see, transform. All right. So the same principle, you can see everything here, right? And in this case, I want to have opportunities, right? And then that will go to payload. And here it should be JSON, right? Pretty much that's it. So let's see, save it. And let's see how it's still running. It will build. Remember, this is all right. So started SFTC POC, and so this one opportunity, we can copy paste this URL to our here. Okay, so this is good. You can see this is what I want, right? Okay, so yeah, let's look the Salesforce. What happened? What I have. So, okay. Yeah, we have to look here, and opportunities, right? So those are opportunities I create, like a Gary Star. Those are the junk. Let's see. Account name 99 VIP. This. Let's see what happened. Okay. 99. Okay, here we go. You can see that they combine the name, right, from Account name, opportunity name. So they call here, they call name, right? Their account ID sitting here. What other interesting information? Okay, Samsung Galaxy Note. This opportunity say somebody want to buy this, Samsung Galaxy Note. So basically, what we have done is that we create two flows and do very simple transformation. Um, Let me save it. Okay, save it. Let me run again, just in case. I believe it should be good. So try again. All right, it's come back. Yeah, so the type is opportunity. So as I said, let's do another look. 99. Yeah, so this is 99. All right, I think this is good. I cover the basic uh, retrieval, the case and opportunities. I think I will take another session. This is the part, first part. Next part, I'm going to cover, as I said, cover the more advanced, how to do this stuff, right? Given that the time, so I will, divide this into two sessions. Uh, in the next session, I'm going to, based on this, create a subflow. All right. All right. Thank you. Let me know if you have a question on this part. I'm going to end this this 10th session, first part. I'm going to cover the complete in next part. All right. Thank you. Bye now.